Hey everyone, DOS Reviews here again today with a watch this time. So this is an Invicta Pro Diver model number 320, so 30020. I got this for my anniversary and I love it. So I've never been too much into watches, but this guy's starting to get me back into watches. I had a Seiko SKS 007 back in the day that I sold for money that I needed, but I wish I hadn't. I really miss him. So this is my replacement for now. So we'll see where my watch future goes, because I really like this guy. I like the feel of having a watch on my hand again, on my wrist, you know. And this guy is just a beautiful watch, I think. You know, I think he was like 60 bucks, so he's definitely a budget watch, but I love this guy. I love him so much. You know, I've seen other reviews where they try to compare it to much higher priced watches. You know, maybe the little magnifier there doesn't magnify as much as a, you know, $10,000 watch or something, but $60. You know, I think it's really good. I mean, as you can see, 28, and then you can kind of see how small the date actually is. So I think it does a pretty good job. Sure, there's others out there that might do it better, but I think it's really good. So like I said, it's their Pro Diver model, but if you can tell, it just says water resistant 100 meters. So trust me, if it was actually a technical dive watch, it would say dive all over it. To make it a real dive watch, it needs to be tested to make sure the screen doesn't you know, to make sure it doesn't break under, you know, force. Make sure the time doesn't skip around. Water resistant, of course. You know, it's actually tested. So this guy, I don't think is an actual legitimate dive watch, but it has everything I'm looking for. Water resistant, and it has this nice little this little guy right there. Forgive me, I'm not a watch connoisseur. I'm just getting into it, as you can tell, but I know enough to know when something's well made or not. And this, just by feeling it, it feels well made. It is a quartz watch, so battery powered. It is not an automatic. You know, take that for what you will. If you like it, great. If not, great. I'll tell you, if you swap out watches for a week, you're not going to have to set the time and the date. It's just going to keep going. And just look at that green. Green is my favorite color, and this is like the perfect green. That's just a pretty watch. You know, $60, and man, I couldn't be happier. I really love this thing. So let's flip it around right here. We're going to look at a couple things. Right there on the clasp, it's an Invicta. Right there, it has their logo, Invicta logo, Invicta. So the branding is prevalent. I don't mind it. You know, I'm proud of this watch. I don't mind other people knowing what I have and being able to recognize it as an Invicta. I've already gotten a couple compliments on it, so people like it. And look at that hammerhead shark, and there's these weird little waves. I think guys, it's just a pretty watch, and I've only had it for about a week now. You know, super hard testing, I know, but it hasn't left my wrist unless I'm in the shower or well, I've been swapping out to a digital watch at night so I can read it in the dark. This guy has the luminescent hands, but I don't think they're super good. You know, I'm not outside in the sun all day, so whenever I get home, they're nice and dull. So you can kind of see it for a little while, but give it, you know, an hour and it's kaput. I haven't been able to work outside for like a full day and see what the looms actually look like, but so far I'm unimpressed, but with the looms. Everything else I really like. So another aspect that kind of makes it a diver's watch homage, I guess, is this rotating bezel. So as you can tell, it goes one way. So if you don't know, you would rotate the bezel to your minute hand. That's actually one more. Come on. Okay, close enough. All right. You start at your minute hand, and then as your minute hand goes around, you can tell how long you've been, you know, diving for, or in my case, how long you've been on break. But you know, first 15 minutes you got minute dashes, and after that it's just 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55. And once you make it all the way back to where you started, it's been an hour. So part of the reason why it's a diving, you know, a diving watch is because of that. So say you were diving and you had, I don't know, 40 minutes of air, you would want to go ahead and just, you know, set it. Oh, sorry guys, if you've never recorded a video like this, it's harder than it looks. And this bezel needs to be broken in a little bit more, I think. So, bam. So, you know, there's a little bit of wiggle, a little bit of slop there. You know, like I said, it's not an actual dive watch. It's just an homage to a dive watch, I would say. So the little bit of wiggle's not gonna hurt, I don't think. But the main thing is you're not gonna go clockwise and it make you think you have more air. It can only move where you think you have less air, and you're gonna be safer that way. Am I ever gonna use that? No. You know, I'm never gonna dive with this watch, or I'm sure any other watch, but it's nice to have a way of timing something without having to pull out your phone. Or if you're timing multiple things, or I don't know. Something like this, you're gonna find a reason to use. It's like when you get a nice new knife, you're gonna find reasons to cut things. You're gonna find things to cut. You're gonna find a reason to rotate that bezel and just time stuff, just cause. Now your crown, you know, like any other crown for a diving watch, is gonna unscrew. And oop, there, it popped out. And then you would just click it out once for the date, twice for the time. As you can tell, the second hand stopped. So I believe the term is hacking. So you could hack the watch and have it timed exactly how whatever you want it to the second. Once again, is that a thing I'm ever going to use? Probably not. You know, within a minute's good enough for me. So far, I mean, once again, it's been a week. It's quartz. It's not going to lose much time. It's been spot on. I think I set it short like 15 seconds, and it's still short 15 seconds. A couple little specs real quick for those who would like to know. The case diameter is 43 millimeters, thickness 12 millimeters, and she is going to take a 22 millimeter band. So yeah, whenever I got it, it was way too big for me, the band was. So I had to take out 3 links, which doing that without the tools is a pain. I don't care what YouTube says, it's a pain. Get the right tools for it. Don't take a thumbtack and hammer and just try to tap it out. Get what you need. You know, go down to Harbor Freight or something. It's like $17. Just get it before you actually need it, and don't go to Harbor Freight and be like, oh, I didn't know they had that, like I did. So I had to take out 3 links. I have a pretty small wrist. Couldn't tell you the exact, circumference of my wrist, but small. My wrist is small. So I took out 2 from one side, 1 from the other side, and then I think I tightened up one of the quick adjusts. Because I'm on the second I'm on the second one. And I think it started out way down here, so I tightened it up a little bit, took a little bit of slop out. But I think it wears nice. There's a little bit of jingling. I like that. Gives you plenty of room if you happen to swell throughout the day. I know one day this was super tight, and now today is super loose. I can get a finger through there, so you got me on that one. You're gonna like it a little bit more if you loosen it up. Now, one final thing I wanted to mention. Like I said before, it is model 30020. I got on Amazon again to look it up, just looking up specs for it, and I found the listing, but it's no longer for sale. So no guarantees on this exact model being for sale again. The green with the hammerhead. The Pro Diver is going to be for sale all day, every day. But sorry about that, y'all. I guess my break room is telling me my video's too long. So let me let y'all go. Thank y'all for watching. If you like this, let me know. See if I can do some more watch reviews. And definitely look into the Pro Diver series of the Invictas, because for the price, they seem really good. It just feels nice and hefty. And yeah, the only thing I can really complain about is there's a little bit of wiggle right there, and the looms aren't super great, but then again, I work inside, not outside, so take that for what you will. And that's just a pretty dial. Have a good one, guys. Thanks for watching. Bye.